Hello babies, and welcome back to my channel. So one of the biggest lessons that I think we are going to learn here surrounding ego is regarding our expression, okay? Because ego is essentially, or I would say, ego contains how we express ourselves in personality, okay? And I think it's the biggest lesson because, and look, y'all know I don't like the word lesson, baby, but it's one of the biggest learning outcomes. Let's use that terminology. One of the biggest learning outcomes because it is actually our birthright, how we show up in the world, how we show up for ourselves. And depending on early conditioning and where we have a pre-constructed identity, before awareness of who we are spiritually as an infinite being, before who we know we are as part of the sense of self that we've helped crafted, after recognizing where certain aspects of us have been stunted, then the clearest way we can see ourselves and hold our own spiritual sovereignty, our own sovereignty over our entire lives, is by how we want to express ourselves. And when you are truly in awareness that you are multidimensional, you can hold the authority for what that looks like. You hold the authority for what it is you want to co-create and essentially how it is integrated from those points of awareness now into where you're choosing to step into who you've always been, okay? And, you know, it evolves with more and more wisdom and experience and awareness, not just spiritual awareness, but from self-awareness. And that's truly the value that we get here from having these experiences, because the self-awareness is just so you get to co-create what it is that you truly want to see in your life from a heart space, from, you know, different ways that you're no longer blocking as a protective mechanism, or from limited self-awareness now into, okay, well, this is what the fuck makes me happy. Okay, this is my personality, and there's nothing from a socio-cultural level, from a systemic level, from an ego level where I've already mastered certain things that is going to hinder me from every day deciding what that looks like in my life. Okay, and it can be this evolving process, but at the end of the day, you know what you want to do for you, what works best for you, okay? And it's a learning journey for everyone. And so just coming back to that center point is going to be the freedom. And that's the freedom that I want for anybody and everybody that watches my channel, for any and everybody that's in my life, okay? And it can be clouded as we experience certain negativity and, you know, we judge ourselves, and where we're not truly in awareness universally of what is approved, accepted, and what gives us back the power for how we continue to co-create as the creators that we are, okay? And so, yeah, babies, I think that your expression is your expression, all right? And I don't just mean that creatively. I mean that for the power that it looks like with, you know, where you are in your growth journey, okay? Where you are within your awareness. And it's important that at the core of all of that, you remember your source, the source of all things, okay? The creator that is a part of the ultimate creator. And that's important because from that place, no matter what different forms of expression You will always come back to who you are at the level of, well, this was my intention and this is my intention. And I get to decide how I co-create, and I'm ready to stand on business behind it, because that's what I've chosen. And I've chosen it from a place of trust at the ego level, where you've created trust within yourself, from your own barometer of how things in your life should go. And then also trust in the universal workings that you've learned and understood through. Trust in the process of the conspiring that happens here universally. Okay. And it's only confirmed from those baby steps that you take to create what that looks like in your life. And the belief that you are able to hold once you understand where the subconscious blockages have been, and where you understand external factors such as systems and people have contribute to those blocks. Okay. Express yourself freely, enjoy yourself freely based on what you know your intentions are. Or even if someone expresses differently than you, identifying what their intentions are outside of the perfection, outside of where we as a collective may judge. Because there is a collective ego here, right? Of like, oh, what's right, what's wrong. But the reality is there is no right or wrong if the intentions are positively karmic. I'll say it like this. There's one of two questions you want to ask when you are taking those actions, okay? Is this something that is aligned positively karmic or karmically positive, right? And then two, am I being too much in my ego, okay? Or am I operating from the soul, okay? And sometimes it feels like you don't have the time, you have to make a jerk reaction, right? But your expression is yours and yours only, and we are going to make so-called mistakes, okay? But again, where are the intentions? Where are the intentions coming from, okay? And yeah, I love you guys so much, and go out and express yourselves. Pick and choose, what it is that you want to experience. And there are so many things, especially from my own experience of operating with different people at different levels of consciousness, which you guys, I know you relate to, where it's like, I have certain connections with certain people and they don't have the same spiritual awareness of me, but their intentions are sound. So I'm still going to be, non-judgmental of them, and there are relationships that I'm still going to keep because it's a reciprocal, synergistic relationship, right? Where it's like they're learning something from me and I'm learning something from them. Okay. And so from that place, you can still be a powerful infinite being. You can express yourself, at these different levels from pieces of you that have been a part of, your early identity and what you're evolving through into. Okay. This is what it means to be whole. This is what it means to be integrated. So I love you guys so much. Let's bring out more of that personality. I know my friends have been telling me like, girl, where's the personality? I'm like, you will get that in the vlog. Okay. Because I'm operating where I want to operate as I operate that way. Okay. I love y'all. I'll see you in the next video. If something resonated for you, please do drop it in the comments. And yeah, like, share, and subscribe. And that's what I got for y'all. Okay. Bye.